Woo! Game on! This is gonna be amazing for some of us, not for all of us. I posted a video about the spiritual warfare now in the material plane. It's here. I was listening to another truth speaker. He's a tarot reader, very tapped in, good kid. Good, I say kid. He's just younger than me, but he was talking about how his phone is being tapped, is being compromised, and that there's a couple of other things that are happening that are sus, as my kids would say, suspicious. And he's dealing with authorities. Yeah. And he did a tarot reading on it and identified some key players. Here we go, guys. It's game time. Like, this is no fucking joke. Like, this stuff that I've experienced thus far and done in the other dimensions is now in the physical dimension. These energies that have been in power, that use other people's energy for power to empower themselves, that's why they have sex trafficking in kids and they rape kids, because what they do is they will tie them up and chain them up, and then they will beat them, put them in fear, because once you do that, you actually increase the power that you get from the child. And then they will rape it and then murder it. It's very sick individuals. That's just one thing that they do. They also enslave and entrap everyone into their system through psychic attacks, psychic means, in the mind specifically. Control your mind. Actually, the big connection is control your connection to the source, to God, to your greater self, because if they can control that and they insert themselves as your God, then you're trapped. You don't know the difference. You think that the God that you're worshiping, the entity that you're getting information from, is coming from your greater self through source, whatever. But in reality, if you look at the energy, it's being circumvented, it's being twisted. Your messages are unclear. They're not of higher source. They're not of greater self. Most people can't see that high and see what's going on because they're trapped in the matrix. There is not one person who is out of the matrix yet. Because if you were completely out of the matrix, no, let me back up. There are some masters that are here, that are hidden. They do not make themselves known, that are quietly waiting for individuals to step up into the leadership roles so that they can come out of hiding, and then several others will come on board. But no one has kicked themselves completely 100% out of the matrix. They don't have the ability, the understanding, or the will, in some cases, to do so. But that is all about to change, because I know that they're not out of the matrix because nothing's changed. You're still living in the illusion. It's still a bunch of unconsciousness, and it's still a bunch of people running shit and controlling everything, using psychic powers and abilities to do so, to keep you trapped through everything. Media, social media. I just found out they're monitoring my channels and his channel, the person I was talking about, because we are speaking truth. We are calling them out. We are also becoming targets. I've been a target my whole life. It's nothing new to me. They can't stop me because I'm so connected. I don't abide by their rules. I don't abide by their laws, and I most certainly cannot be overtaken by their attacks and their the things that they try to do to me, like their hexes, their black magic, That shit doesn't work on me. But no one's kicked out of the matrix yet because no one's showed you yet that this is a total illusion. Because if you can prove it, it's over. Game over. They know it. They also know it's coming. And there's no way to stop it at this point. Because you can stop one person. Shit, you can stop 10, 15, and they've done it. Hey, I'm calling you out. You know who you are. Government officials, military. Yeah, those of you that have money and power that control other people and use them and abuse them and then toss them to the side as if they don't matter. Yeah, you people. I'm fucking calling you out. Oh, and then on top of that, coming soon, you know this, you're also going to be shown for the truth of who you are, who you really are, who you are, what you've done, who you've done it to. And then we'll allow society to decide. Yeah, you. I know. You come after me and you come after others. And you try to silence us. You try to attack us. You try to kill us. And I know you've killed many others too that have tried to speak up. JFK, Martin Luther King, Jesus, just to name a few. Isn't it interesting? When you start to go against the system, when you start to speak truth here in the material plane, they don't like that. You can't take away their power. They've earned it. They've worked too hard for it, right? Okay. Well, moving on, because that is not how this shit's going to go in the future. So here we go. Get prepared, because if you're one of those that's out there, that's standing up, that's going to fight against the system, fight against this old way of doing things, fight against these individuals and these entities that have spent their entire lives and generations creating systems to control and manipulate you, to siphon from you, to steal from you, to take what is yours so that they can claim it for themselves. These godless, weak, insecure energies who are all about themselves, who are greedy, narcissistic, evil. They don't give two shits about you. They only care about you when it benefits them. They will only come back into your life if you allow them to and give them a little tiny inkling in so that they can get back what they want, what's right for them through their point of view. They don't give a crap about your freedom. They don't give a crap about your life. They most certainly do not want you to create your life your way, by your rules. In their words, how are you going to control that? Why do you need to control other people, was my response. You're not God. Oh, but contraire, mon frère, that is exactly what they think. They think they are your God, which is why they intercept your God, which is why they targeted your religion. It's why they made it a patriarchal system to enslave you. But so many, the greatest lesson that we've learned from Jesus, JFK, Martin Luther King, specifically Jesus, the biggest lesson, don't go alone. Do not be that black sheep, that white sheep. Do not be the one that stands out from the herd. Do not be the only one doing miracles. Do not be the only one speaking truth. Do not be the only one going up against the machine, going up against the ego, going up against the narcissist, going up against the system. Every single time you've done that, every single time you've reincarnated into a body to preach love to a loveless energy, all it does is murder you. Don't waste your time. Instead, find a new way. Hallelujah. Here we go. Now there's many of us speaking truth, going up against the system, calling people out, and doing it unapologetically. In fact, going towards more the lion approach, which is, fuck you. You're the one that did this to me. You're the one that caused this wound. You're the liar. You're the manipulator. You're the abuser. You're the pedophile. You don't like the truth of who you are? That's not a me problem. That's a you problem. You are not going to siphon off of me anymore. I am not your source. You want to be godless and sourceless? You go right ahead. But these energies, y'all, for those of you that are in this position where you have finally said enough is enough. I'm done. I'm done with this old cycle, this old toxic cycle. I'm out. You, narcissist, you, whatever you choose to be, you go choose to be that by yourself. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to partner. I'm going to collaborate with energies who are looking to bring a better way of life, a better way of living. I'm going to go collaborate with them. Now it's not just one of us, or 10, or 1,000, or 10,000. They never saw this coming. Hundreds of thousands of us are doing this our own way. Can't stop us now. They never saw this coming. Well, this devil energy was so busy trying to maintain control and dominate and do all those evil things and send all that evil energy and target while they were doing all of that and running around. I was in the background saying, okay, I see what you're doing. I'm changing the game. We are changing the game. I'm not playing your game anymore. I'm not playing this push-pull, tug-of-war. You take from me because you're a taker. I'm a giver. Nah. The only person I'm giving to, right here. You can't take from me anymore. Why? Because I'm not focusing on you. I'm not giving shit to you. No energy whatsoever. We're starving the ego, starving the narcissist. Eventually, gone. It's going to take a minute. It's going to take a little while. Everything's going to collapse. Everything that was built on their illusion. Because it's fake. Their fake utopia, their fake thoughts, all this shit, it's all going to collapse. And for most people, they're freaking out. Oh my God, we're going to lose everything. Yeah, you are. But for those of us that have been preparing for this our whole lives, many, many eons, many lifetimes, who elevate out of the game into the new game, are totally at peace and ready to go. Hallelujah. Thank you, God. Finally here in the material plane, through me as me. And not only is there one of me, there is multiples of me. And now we're all going to collaborate and get together soon, very soon, people, this year. Now you can't stop us. You going to bring an army? Go ahead. Going to attack me? Go right ahead. You are literally going to see gods, just like in the days of Egypt, walking this earth again. This time it's a little different. This time, we win. Who's we? God. God has had enough of this bullshit cycle. Boring. There's no growth, total stagnation. Giver, taker, runner, chaser, hate, love, doesn't work. It just, like a broken record, there's no growth. We're out. We are literally looking at the finish line. It's right there. It's right there. You are going to be if you are in this energy of change maker, serious change maker, truth teller, next level, high vibration, high frequency, be prepared. The attacks are going to ramp up. The negativity is going to ramp up. The energies who do not want to let you go are going to find every means possible to get back into your life. And they're sneaky. Sneaky. Do not let them back in under any circumstances. If they have shown you who they are and who they have chosen to be, take them at their word. Take them at their actions. Take them at their energy. Because if you allow that energy to come back in, it's going to drag you right back down into that old cycle. And we are too close to the finish line. Too close, guys. Like, seriously, I'm talking months. Months, if that. Yes, it's going to go through a collapse. Yes, it's going to be messy. Yes, a lot of people are going to freak out. Yes, there's going to be war. There's going to be battle. You're battling for your freedom. Your freedom to live and experience your life your way. Your own thoughts, your own connection to source, real source, the true God, not them. Your abilities, your psychic abilities, your psychic talents. Your words, your power. If you can live life infinitely with your own decisions and choices and rules, and you can self-regulate, what do you need somebody else telling you how to live? Who are they? Who are they? Control freaks. That's what they are. Egotistical control freaks that want to dominate and maintain power. The illusion of power over other people. That's not power, that's weakness. You're weak. If you think you have to control other people for power, you're weak. And that's not going to be in the new way, the new system. Be ready. Be ready. This is it. This is the year. This is the finish line. And those of you that are understanding this message, be prepared. Be prepared, because you're going to start seeing the ramp up from these energies in the physical. They're going to go after your phone, all your electronics. They're going to monitor your house. They're going to monitor your social media. All my shit's under review now, and it's not hitting that many people. That's fine. I don't need it. But they're going to monitor everything, and they're going to make sure that your message does not get out there as much as it should, because they do not want more people woken up. Tough shit. Doesn't matter what they want. It's not about them. God said, this is my universe. Those are my chosen. I sent them here. And you are no longer going to control them, bully them, berate them, steal from them, lie to them, cheat on them, manipulate them. You're no longer going to hurt them. And I'm stepping in, and I'm going to prove to you. I'm going to prove it to your face, because that's what you need, that you are not God. You are not above God. And you have no right to impede on another's free will. You broke my law, universal law, number one. And now it's time for you, these energies, to reap what you sow, to pay for what you have done, to understand the consequences of your actions, your decisions, and your choices. That's God's perspective. In me, as you. Truth. Absolute truth. Step into that energy and watch these other energies lose their shit. Don't back down. Nope. I'm standing my truth. You're not in my life. I'm standing my truth. I have nothing to do with you. I'm going to call you out for what you are. You're going to attack me? Okay. Guess what? I'm skilled in energy and I have alignment and truth in God. God overrides you. Period. End of story. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't. I don't care how much money you have, how much power you think you have. I wish you would face me. You will. And others. Soon. Because you know I'm going to win. You know this time, finally, new game, I win. God wins. That's what's coming. You have no idea how long this has taken. Heaven on earth. Heaven here in the material plane on this planet. But in order to step into that heaven, step into that reality, step into that timeline, that energy, you have to be willing to detach and separate and cut everything out of your life. That's not in alignment with that. If there's a toxic person, not going to go. Narcissistic, not going to go. Toxic job, not going to go. Everything around you is going to crumble if you don't get rid of it. If you don't take the time to get it out, it will be done for you. Everybody. That's why everything is going to crumble. The old belief systems, the old conditioning, the old programming, all the lies, all the illusion, separation from God, fake gods, fake idols, all that shit, all of it. It is going to crumble because it was built on falsity, on illusion, on lies. Because if you're truly connected to source and you believe in infinite source, infinite energy, infinite resources, infinite, if there truly is a God, and if God comes here into the material plane, do you think God is going to think lack? Oh, there's not enough for me? Oh, I'm a victim? No. Hell no. That is not how it is in heaven. Everything's perfect. Everything's magical. Everything works out. There's plenty for all. Why would I take from you? That's stupid. There's infinite. I'm not playing that game. And I hope you're not either. Get prepared. Finish line. So fucking exciting. I'm so freaking excited. It's ridiculous. All right, I love you. Have a great day.